What's up, y'all? We back at it, man. It looks to be the final episode of season 3 for My Adventures of Superman. So, as of right now, there hasn't been no announcement of a season 4, but damn, this was a hell of an episode. Even if we don't get season 4, this season finale was so amazing that I would be okay with it because it kind of ended on a super high note, if you ask me. We actually got to get Superman 1 million. I believe he was called Superman 1 million or 1,000. I can't really remember the name. Maybe I should have looked it up before I started the video, but I was just too excited after watching this episode and I had to talk about it right away. So we have it where Superman, we find out this is Superman cousin. I don't know too much about him in the comic books. They haven't even called him, gave him a name in the series, if I'm not mistaken. But you have it where he kind of goes berserk, and you have it where Superman jumps in right here and stops him from killing, the robots that work for Superman. And because Superman showed, spared them and saved them, you have it where they show him a way to get his powers. The only thing is he has to pay a price. Now, in the original comics, if I remember correctly, when it came to Superman 1 million, he flew, he got all the power of the sun, but eventually it did take his life, if I'm remembering correctly. So, anyway, you have it where it jumps back to these guys as they're facing off against the Eradicator. And man, the battles that the Eradicator had, like, yo, it was an amazing fight, man. These guys were really going in against the Eradicator, and it was just unlike anything I've seen when it comes to Superman. This really felt like an episode of Dragon Ball Z. Like this, just the fight and the choreography, everything in this just felt amazing, and I loved it. I wanted more. It's crazy how this season started off and how it was okay. It was decent, and then the way it ended, it just became amazing. You even had it where I was actually rocking with Lex by the end of this episode, and I'm very curious. What I'm saying, what we'll get in season 4 if we do actually get it because of what Lex said to what I'm saying, to Waller towards the end of the episode. But you have it where Lex uses his machine to try to control the minds of the Eradicators, and you have it where the Eradicator says, like, yo, if you can peek into my mind, I can peek into yours. And, what I'm saying, you have it where Superman returns and he has that 1 million suit on. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit it looks so clean. I really rock with the design. One thing I can say when it comes to the Superman outfits in this series, each one of them look fire. Like Superman new suit look amazing. His suit he had at the beginning of the season looks amazing. Kara's suit looks amazing. John's suit, at least with the jacket, just looks even more amazing than it did when he first came back the first time in the season. And then you got Laura. Her suit looks dope as well. Maybe because they got the jackets, but like this scene right here, beautiful. Beautiful. And you got all of them standing there ready to face off against the Eradicator. And he aged himself up. And I'm not going to lie, when he does this, the man does kind of look like Zod. Zod or someone I've seen before within comics, Joe. But maybe this is how he truly looks in the comics. I'm not too familiar with the Eradicator. But anyway, you have it where the cousin comes as well. And you have a battle between all of them. And while this is going on, you have this amazing scene where, what I'm saying, Laura, I mean, not Laura, what I'm saying, Kara, she goes like, I don't know, like a Super Saiyan. Let me see if I can find the scene. It was such an epic moment to me, in my opinion. All right, so you got it right here. Let me see if I can find it. We might have missed it already. No, we haven't missed it. Yeah, this scene right here. This was crazy. It's like she was powering up like Goku. Let me see if I can take it back. Like you got her standing here like, yo, I won't let you take these people away from me. This is my family, blah, blah, blah. You got that going on. And then you just have her standing before this eradicator that's running straight to her. And she just goes Super Saiyan. And it's crazy. Like, this shit was insane to me. And look at she just power up. Like, look at it. You see the energy swelling around her. I didn't know what was about to happen right here. When I saw this scene and you just see the energy coming from her, I'm just looking like, what what? I don't know why that song that's been online be like we on go, we on go, we on go, we on go, go, go. That's what played in my head when I seen this scene. And then you just got you know what I'm saying, the other Kryptonians looking at this go down, and then they're just like, yo, we won't leave her alone. You got everyone having their power up moment, and this shit was epic as hell, yo. This was this was goated, man. This was goated. I need the next season. I need the next season. Just seeing everyone power up like that, and then you have it where Superman does the same thing while facing the Eradicator. He just like, yo, he's like, you did all this because of fear, and you have it where he just beats the hell out of this guy. Like you see him have all this power surging through him, and everyone's just watching this battle go down, and it was pretty good, man. If you ask me, it was pretty damn good. And you have it where the Clark manages to beat the Eradicator because the Eradicator says he choose death rather than to live with among, you know what I'm saying, Clark and his people, or Superman and his people. And you have it where the series pretty much ends on a high note. Jimmy becomes rich, Lex gets placed in jail, and you have it where he's talking to Waller, and she says, "Why would you do this? Why would you risk all this?" And he said, "If you seen what I seen, you know you would do whatever it took to make people safe." And you have it where when he says that to Waller, she's kind of like, "What? What do you mean by this? What are you talking about?" And I don't know. That scene right there, like, what did he see out there in space? For him to say that to her, and then you have it with Wallace even thinking to herself, she looks scared, like, yo, damn, maybe Lex was on to something because he had it all. Why would he risk it all? And it had to be something terrifying for him to be like, yo, I don't care what happens to me. And you have it where he says that to Waller, and look, she has that scary look on her face, like, what? And then you have it where the episode pretty much ends with, you know what I'm saying? It pretty much ends with, you know what I'm saying, Lois proposing to Clark, and he accepts. And that's how this episode ends. And we also get to see Crypto in this episode as well. But all in all, amazing season finale, series finale if it turns out to be the end. But I'm curious to know y'all thoughts on this one. Let me know down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.